Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to the Pipe Companion. The rocker is open across from me as always. Please have a seat and spend a few moments of this beautiful afternoon having a pipe smoke with me and enjoying the tranquility that comes with being in North Carolina in the fall season. The tree trunk that the pipe that I'm smoking this afternoon is one that I just got. It's a Savinelli 314 EX, which I guess stands for extra. And if ever a product lived up to its name, it's this one. This is extra. It probably deforested half of Italy to make this pipe. This is a very big, thick pipe, which I love the big pipes, but I wasn't expecting quite as much pipe. But I love the Savinellis, and I've always been a 320 guy, but lately I've bought several pipes that were more billiards, and I like them. I think one reason for it is I tend to be a slobberer, I'll admit, and the curved pipes tend to provide a, shall we say, downspout for the slobber that I sometimes can produce, and the billiards don't seem to be quite as prone to that. Have everybody had a good week? Thank you for taking time to stop by and spend some time with me. I am smoking Blood Red Cult Moon. I think I got the words in the right order, but Blood Red Moon is what I'm smoking. And Texas Piper generously sent this and several other samples to me for to try. Eddie, thank you so much, my friend. It's I've already mowed through about 3 or 4 of them, and this is one of the ones that he sent. Very generous of him to do that. In case you're wondering about my hat, this PPD, I am not a member of the police department. I had a couple of people in my family who were in law enforcement, but I'm not. The PPD stands for Paradise Police Department, and for those of you who read detective novels, there's a guy named Robert Parker who wrote several novels that feature a detective named Jesse Stone. And Jesse was a detective or policeman out in California, was fired for being drunk, and traveled across the country to take the police department job in a small town called Paradise on the New England coast. And this is the hat that he had made up for his police department. Now, those of you who are Tom Selleck fans, CBS made about 8 or 9 movies based on the Jesse Stone novels. And if you've never seen any of those, I would highly recommend them. As with most things that are of top quality, they were discontinued. It seems to be the way it works. Netflix, I think it was, picked them up for a couple of movies. I think Selleck and some of the cast, out of their own pockets, paid for a good bit of that to keep it going. But they haven't made one in several years, which I think is a shame because they're really, really good movies. Selleck is a sort of curmudgeon type. He's divorced from his wife who cheated on him, but his wife won't let him go. She keeps calling him all the time, and he lives out on a sort of a pond. He has a dog named Reggie. Anyway, if you like a sort of seclusive type, I don't know, not really curmudgeon. He's not really that, but he's a guy who's sort of down on his luck, and but still, the writing and the twists and turns in these movies are superb. So I would highly recommend them. You can get them on DVD. and I think the first one that he put out was called Stone Cold, was the name of the movie. So I would really suggest you look him up. And I've read one of the novels, but it's unusual. Normally I like the novels better, but in this case I like the movie better than the book. But it might be something to check out if that's the kind of genre that you get into. Sorry, I have to light my pound of my pound of tobacco. I do have my 8 o'clock coffee, so I have that too. I'm a person who likes multiple uses of things. And another reason that I really wanted this pipe, and now that I have it, I see the value of several things I can do with it. One of the things I can do is carry it as a weapon. Because if I were to hit somebody with this pipe, they would be so... I would hit them so hard that their grandchildren would wake up in a daze. That's not my original line. I stole that from somebody, but, Shakespeare stole lines, so I guess I can too. But anyway, so this is a good weapon to carry. Some people carry baseball bats and, that sort of thing. But this would do the job, I think. Another thing is I can't believe I'm having trouble keeping this thing lit unless I probably need a blowtorch more than I need a regular lighter. But another thing is, nowadays you see so much about people preparing for Armageddon. And, they're building bomb shelters and, stocking up on stuff in case we can't get food and all of that. Well, I haven't gotten heavily into that yet. But I have decided that what I am going to do is I'm going to have me a box that in case the bomb is dropped, I can grab this box. I have a full basement. I can run downstairs, get in a corner, and survive. Maybe even do a video while the bomb is going off. I don't know. But anyway, so what would you put in this box? Well, one of the things I would put in there is this pipe. Because I truly believe that this pipe is thick enough, solid enough, that it could stand most any nuclear blast. So I would always have a pipe to work with. I would make sure that I have the lighter also in there, or the torch, which is what I really need. So that's one thing I would need. Well, you can't have a pipe without something to smoke it in. So what I would probably put in that box is something like Haunted Bookshop, Black Irish Twist, something like that. Because my feeling is that if I'm smoking that, I'm not really going to care whether I survive the blast or not. So it works, So I think that's probably what the contents of my box should be. I think I could survive. Food, when you're a pipe smoker, food, drink, not that important. It's the pipe and the tobacco. That's the thing. So that would probably be my contents of my emergency box. And I don't know, think about putting that together, because you never know the times that we live in now. You never know if you're gonna need something to grab. So I think I might do that. sit back and enjoy the quiet. I don't have a lot to say today, actually, which may up my viewership since I don't have that much to say. It might mean that people stay watching the video longer since I'm not got too much to say. I can tell this is a pipe I'm probably not going to clench, because if I did, I think it would take out at least 2 teeth, maybe 3. My jaw is not quite strong enough to hold this pipe, so this is going to be one I'm going to have to hold, I believe. All kidding aside, though, it's a great smoker, and these Savinellis to me always are. As if you've watched my videos before, you've probably heard me say I'm a 320 guy, Savinelli 320 guy, but have been trying some different ones. I think it's sort of like tobacco. I think you need to expand your horizons from time to time, and you know, try some different pipes. And there's certainly a lot of them out there. It's called Blood Red Moon, I guess, is an aromatic. Has a very good, I mean, you really are getting that cherry taste, but it's not overwhelming. It's very easy to pack. It's in sort of a, not really a ribbon, but more of a cut flake, and so it's pretty easy to load. Of course, this pipe is not going to be hard to load. I mean, you probably would load it with a shovel, would be the best way to do it. So it's not going to be something you're going to have a hard time doing. Man, we have had the temperature swings in North Carolina. Goodness gracious, it's I'd say we're in the low 70s right now, but we hit 31 last night. So we're hitting 30, 40 degree swings between you know, the day and the night, which is a bit unusual. We don't normally run into that this early in the season. This is normally start getting into November maybe, but you know, mid-November or so. But it's just been wild as far as the temperature changes, and it plays havoc on your sinuses, as you can well imagine. But it's worth it to live in this area that I live in. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed to be here, to be in my home place where I grew up. The neighbor across the way has a female German Shepherd who loves to chase balls. And this dog, if this dog played for Onion's Giants, San Francisco Giants, they would be a formidable force in the National League West. This dog is incredible. He can catch them in the air. There's a famous, play that Willie Mays made where he caught one. I think it was in a playoff or World Series game. I'm not sure, but anyway, he caught a ball He had his back to the plate. The ball was coming over his head. He somehow managed to catch it. Well, this dog can do that in his sleep, or her sleep. So, if you are a scout for a major league team, it might be time to break the dog barrier and see about signing this one up. Now, I don't know if he can hit or she can hit, but she as I sit out here on the porch, and if you'll look behind you in the rocker there, you'll see her. It's entertainment just to watch this dog go after this the balls, and that's all she cares about is, she goes and gets it, dumps it at the feet of my neighbor, and she's ready for another one. And it's a very sloped yard, so the trip down's not too bad, but the trip up is a haul. Doesn't seem to faze her. Hope you're enjoying the peace and quiet. I think that's what I'm going to do is sit out here. The temperature, if you could dial it up, this would be it. This is dead on it. It's not too hot, not too cold, and it's so quiet out here. And I'm gonna have some time to sit and think and just be. Later on this afternoon, I got to get out and do some mowing and some yard work and that sort of thing. But for right now, I'm going to sit and smoke my pipe and spend some time with you, my friend. So, welcome to hang around. But until I see the rest of you next time, I wish you the best. I hope you and your family are well, that you're safe, and that you have a good few days before I have the honor and pleasure of rocking on this porch with you again and sharing a smoke. So be good to each other, and as always, thanks for the company.